Good day, my dear 9th class students. I am continuing this chapter number 4, lines and angles. So basically, it gives the relation between lines and angles. I will briefly review the theoretical portion. The lines, when you take two lines, they should intersect, or they are parallel, or they coincide. If they intersect, they form an angle. The angle, depending on the magnitude of the angle, it can be acute angle, a right angle, or obtuse angle. Acute angle means less than 90 degrees. Right angle is 90 degrees, and obtuse angle is more than 90 degrees. Then I also explained to you what are complementary angles and what are supplementary angles. Complementary angles and two angles are said to be complementary if the sum of the angles is equal to 90 degrees. And again, two angles are said to be supplementary if the sum of the two angles is 180 degrees. So having said that, then also I told you about adjacent angles. Angles are said to be adjacent if they have a common arm. Then they are called adjacent angles. The example I give you is when you are sitting in a classroom, you say that you are sitting adjacent to your friend. That means there is nobody in between you and your friend. There is a common, his shoulder is touching your shoulder. It's like almost like a common shoulder. So in the case of the adjacent angle, there should be a common arm. Then we also learned about linear pair. The angle made on a line, that pair of angles is called linear pair if the sum of the angles is equal to 180 degrees. Then this is all about intersecting lines. Now we talk about parallel lines. When there are two parallel lines and there is a line that is intersecting these two parallel lines, that line is called a transversal, T-R-A-N-S, transversal, V-E-R-S-A-L. When two parallel lines are intersected by a transversal, there are 8 angles that are formed. There are what are called exterior angles, interior angles. So, when two parallel lines are intersected by a line, that line is called transversal. And I told you there are 8 angles that are formed. Out of the 8 angles, 4 of them are outside the parallel lines and 4 of them are inside the parallel lines. So the angles that are formed outside the parallel line, that means there is two parallel lines here. About this arm, there are 2 angles. Again, below the arm, there are 2 angles. So there are 4 angles. They are outside the parallel lines. They are called exterior angles. Whereas when you draw a line here, transversal, there are 4 angles formed within or in between the two parallel lines. They are called interior angles. Then we have what is called corresponding angle and vertically opposite angles. If two lines intersect, the angles opposite. The opposite angles are equal. That's called vertical opposite angles. And when you have two parallel lines, there is a corresponding angle. In the case of the corresponding angles, one is external angle and one is internal angle. So these two angles are equal. That's what I told you. And also I explained some problems. I did some problems in the last presentation. There was some little bit of a problem with the problem number 5 on page 103, exercise 4.4. And in the few minutes back, I looked at it and there was some mistake in the problem itself. It is not very well clearly stated. That's why we ran into a little bit of a lengthy solution. Now I know what the mistake in the problem is. Now I am going to do that, and after that I am going to do 4 more problems, and you should be, after this, you should be able to do all the problems in the 4 exercises. There is a lot of fun When you look at and when you grasp the idea of interior angles, exterior angles, and linear pair, adjacent angles, things like that. Once you grasp that knowledge, it's a piece of cake. You can do it very easily, no problem. There's not much of lot of thinking. Okay? Now let me see. I will copy the problem that is this one, 4.4 in exercise 4.4, page 103, and problem number 5. Here, find the values of, this is the one, find the values of x and y. This is the problem. Find the values x and y for which the lines AD and BC become parallel, AD and BC. So I am drawing the line here, okay? AD and BC, they are saying they have to be parallel. Okay, this stopped here. This is C and this is A. Okay, very good. Now this line, this angle is 30 degrees. Okay. Now this is, they put in a point here just to represent AD, and here you have another line here. This is B. Okay. Now here earlier we thought that the angle, total angle is 5y, but it is not. Actually, this angle is 5y. That angle is what? 5y. I wrote it small there. And this angle, let me see. Other than this one, yeah, 2x. This angle is 2x, and the other angle is x minus y. This angle is, this one is x minus y. So this is 2x, angle B, this angle is 2x, and this is 5y and 30. Okay, all right. So now you see that here this line AD and BC are parallel. AD and BC are parallel. What are the values of x and y to make the line AD and BC are parallel? So here, if AD and BC are parallel and this line is a transversal, this angle 30 degrees is equal to x minus y. Those are the corresponding angle. 30 degrees is equal to x minus y. Or from this you can say x is equal to y. 30, if you take y at this side, 30 plus y. And similarly, if AD, BC are parallel, this angle is equal to this angle. That is something else. That is the interior opposite line. They are internal. You see that? This is one parallel. These two lines are parallel. These two are interior angles. So this is 5y. 5y is equal to 2x. 2x means x is 30 plus y. 2 into 30 plus y. That is equal to 60 plus 2y. So 5y is equal to 60 plus 2y. I will take 2y this side. 5y minus 2y is equal to 60. Or this is 3y is equal to 60. Therefore, y is equal to 60 by 3. That is equal to 20 degrees. So y is equal to how much? 20 degrees. And then you have another relation here, 30 degrees. 30 degrees is equal to x minus y. Y we got it as 20. So substituting the value of y here, 30 degrees is equal to x minus 20. So if we take the 20 on to this side, then it becomes plus 30 degrees plus 20 degrees is equal to x, that is equal to 50 degrees. So therefore, x is equal to 50 degrees and y is equal to 20 degrees. So that is the answer, okay? I hope you understand what I mean, how we got the equations and all that, okay? Now, when that is done, now I move on to the new exercise. I hope you understood how I solved it. It's only that basically I took interior opposite angles are equal and also the corresponding angles are equal, that's all. Then let me move on to page 84. Okay, page 84. 84 and problem number 4. Problem number 4. This is 84. Oh, correct, correct. So let me draw the line, draw the diagram. Here, they say this is a line XY. This is X, this is Y. Okay. Now, in the figure, lines XY and MN intersect at O. MN is another line here. Okay. M, N intersected to O. XY and MN intersected to, okay, inside O. If POY is not 90 degrees, now there is a line here. This is P. Angle POY is equal to 90 degrees. And A is to B. Let me see. This is A. This is B. And the other angle is, this one is C. Okay, I will put O somewhere here just to avoid any confusion. Okay, alright. Now, what is the problem? In the given figure, lines XY and MN intersect at O. Okay, XY, MN intersect at O. Very good. Now, angle POY is what 90. POY is equal to 90 degrees. And 90 degrees. And A is to B equal to 2:3. So find C. You want to find only C. Okay, all right. Very easy to find. For example, POY is 90 degrees. Okay. Now POY, this is 90 degrees. If POY is 90, then POX, angle POX plus angle POY is equal to 180 degrees, right? This is what? Linear pair. Linear pair. Okay. Now angle POX, POY is 90, therefore angle POX is equal to plus 90 is equal to 180. Therefore, angle POX is equal to 180 minus 90, that is equal to 90 degrees. Okay? So that means this is also 90 degrees. Okay? Now, you can see here that POX is nothing but A plus B. Right? POX is angle A plus angle B. But here is given angle A is to B, so 2:3. That means here product of the extremes is equal to product of the intermediaries. So 3A is equal to 2B, or A is equal to 2B by 3. Now if you substitute that value there, A plus B is equal to 90 degrees. A means 2B by 3. 2B by 3 plus B is equal to 90 degrees. So if you do this one, LCM and all that, 2B plus 3B by 3 is equal to 90. This is 5B. So 5B by 3 is equal to 90 degrees. Therefore B is equal to 3 into 90 divided by 5. So 5, 18, 90. So B is equal to 54 degrees. Okay? And then if B is equal to 54 degrees, now you can see that B plus C is equal to, and B plus C is equal to, I'm not writing all the steps, I'm only giving you the techniques. So B plus C is equal to 180 degrees, because this is a linear pair, this angle plus this angle linear pair. Therefore C is equal to 180 minus B, that is equal to 180 minus 54, that is equal to 126. Okay? If you want me to do the next problem a little bit more clean, I will do that. But here you understand, first of all, if this POY is 90, therefore POX is also 90. That means because it's a linear pair, therefore A plus B is equal to 90, but A and B are related like this. It's a ratio. So we found the value of one value A in terms of B and substitute that in the equation A plus B is equal to 90. That's how we got the value. Instead of, we can find A and then find B, but we found relatively B and substituted that here. Okay? Alright. Next problem is what? This is in 84. Then next one is, let me see. Okay? Next one is 85, 4.3, 95. Okay? Alright? 4.3, 95, problem number 8. 95, problem number 8 here. Okay? In the figure, arrowhead segments are parallel. Find the values of x and y. You can see here in this is the problem number 8 on page number 95. Okay, I will draw the picture here. This is what? Problem number 8. This is page 95. Okay, let me draw the picture here. There is a line like this. Okay, and there are two lines. Which are parallel. So you have the line, arrow and all like that. And there is a line, alright. There is a line spanning these two. So here, alright, what are they saying? In the figure, arrowhead segments are parallel. Find the values of x and y. Let me mark the other values. So this one is stated as 60 degrees. This one is stated as 59 degrees. Okay? And this is x and this is y. It's easy. It's not that difficult. Okay? You can see that. So there are two parallel lines here. You don't have to write, even name them. You have two parallel lines. This is a transversal. Suppose if this is a transversal, this angle should be equal to this angle. Therefore, y is equal to 59 degrees. Okay? This is the interior opposite angle. Now again, this line is parallel to this line, and this is the transversal. Then these are the corresponding angles. These two are equal. That means x is equal to 60 degrees. So you have to write the reasoning. Okay? Got it? Now, next problem is 4.9616. 96. Okay. 16. In the adjacent figure AB and CD, at the adjacent figure AB and CD, AB is parallel to CD, and T is a transversal intersecting E and F respectively. If angle 2 is to angle 1 is 5 is to 4, find the measure of all the marked angles. Okay? In the adjacent figure AB and CD, AB is parallel to CD. Okay? Alright, I am drawing a line like this. This is called as AB. And there is another line here. Okay? This is CD. Now these two are parallel lines. So we put an arrow there. So you have two parallel lines. Okay? Now, T is a transversal intersecting at E and F. At E and F respectively. That means here this point is called E, this point is called F. Alright? Okay. Now the angles are marked here, E and F. So this angle, calling it a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. Okay. Alright. If 2 is to 1 is 5 is to 4. 2 is to 1. Angle 2 is to 1 is equal to 5 is to 4. Angle 2 is to ratio angle 2, angle 2 is to angle 1 is equal to 5 is to 4. 2 and 1. Now, you know that angle 2 plus angle 1 is equal to 180 degrees because it is a linear pair. This is a linear pair. Angle 2 is this, angle 1 is this. They are two adjacent, they form a linear pair. Therefore, angle 2 plus angle 1 is equal to 180 degrees. But here is given angle 2 is to angle 1 is equal to 5 is to 4. So if you take that product of the extremes and product of the intermediaries, so 4 times angle 2 is equal to 5 times angle 1, or angle 2 is equal to 5 by 4 times angle 1. So if you substitute that here, angle 2 is 5 by 4. 5 by 4 times angle 1 plus angle 1 is equal to 180 degrees. So this is, if we put the LCM 4, then this becomes 5 times angle 1 plus 1 times 4, 4 times angle 1 is 4 angle 1 is equal to 180 degrees. Okay, so this is 9 times angle 1 by 4 is equal to 180. Therefore, angle 1 is equal to 180 into 4 by 9. So 920, 20 times 4 is 80. So angle 1 is 80 degrees. That's all. Once you know the angles, then you can put, once you know one value. I told you earlier, in the case of the parallel lines intersected by a transversal, all you need to know is only one angle. If you know one angle, all the other angles are automatically known. So this is angle 1, how much you got? 80. So this is 80. Now this is a linear pair. So this plus this is 180. So this must be 100 degrees. If this is 100, opposite, this is 100. If this is 80, then this should be 80. So now again, if this is 80, then this should be 80. If this is 80, this should be 100. If this is 100, then it should be 100. If this is 80, this is 80. See how I formulated the reasoning, how just by knowing one angle, you can tell all the other angles. That is problem number 16, right? 16. Now the last one we have here is 103, problem number 8. To see if this is a little bit challenging, okay? I would like to see if it is challenging. Okay, let me erase this. We are coming close to the end of the chapter. I would like everyone to practice all the problems. And if you don't know the problems, Tataya is always available. Round the clock, 365 days in a year. United States, we say that. Instead of saying around the clock, we say 365 days in a year, 24 hours in a day, 60 minutes in an hour, and 60 seconds in what? 1 minute. Okay, all right. Let me do the last problem and say goodbye to teaching the lines and angles. It's very interesting. Once you know this, you can do a lot more in the consequent chapters. Okay, in the figure, sides OP and RQ of triangle PQR are produced to points here. This is the problem number 8. This is the figure. You can see that here. Okay, you see that figure? So that's what I am going to copy here. Let me first draw the figure. I am not in a hurry. Okay, this is R. This is R. Okay, there is Q here, and there is P there is P here, PQ, and this one is extended. Here you have S, and this angle is 135 degrees. Okay, this one is stated as 110 degrees. Okay, and this is T. All right. What did they say? If angle SPR is equal to 135 degrees, and angle PQT is 110 degrees, find the angle PRQ. Angle PRQ. And also now you can see this is 135, right? So this plus this angle, this